What up, peoples? Alfre YAYEGO. I remember when they switched me to another restaurant, I really didn't want to go, my dude. Actually, nobody wanted to go to that location. At least the non-kiss ass workers didn't want to go. Because them other workers just put on their knee pads and were ready to go. You know them type of workers that know the owner's ass better than his face? They were lined up. But me, I didn't want to go, my dude, because it felt like I was playing for the best team in insert sports name here. And then I got traded to another team. So unfair. It felt like I was in the NBA draft. In the second round, the Kentucky Fried Cocks choose, drum roll please, this dumbass. Fuck. But I had a very valid and mature reason why I didn't want to go. Because I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go, and I didn't want to go. Yeah. Also, it was really far from where I lived, and I didn't have a license yet. So I had to take public transportation. And this very cheap-ass owner wasn't gonna reimburse me for that very expensive bus and subway ride that I had to take. Cheap bitch. But the biggest reason why I didn't want to go to work at this new location was because I didn't want to go away and leave my old team behind. I was part of one of the best management teams that this owner had. And this dude put me in one of the worst management teams that I've ever seen in my life, my dude. It was like the owner saw the movie The Avengers and saw how great all these people work together. And then he was like, how can I create the total opposite of this? And he succeeded, my dude. I mean, he had two shift leaders that if you want to know the extent of the knowledge and experience of management, it would have to be put in a great and complex mathematical equation just to get such an answer. An equation like 0 plus 0 minus 0 equals... let's think. Let's see. Shit. And an assistant manager that only assisted herself with scoring points with the owner by doing everything but the job that she was supposed to be doing. Me, I always say a team is only as strong, as smart, and as capable as its leader. So this team was doomed from the start, my dude. Because the head manager at this location was one of the dumbest people I've ever seen in my entire freaking life. I mean, how can you be a head manager when you don't have one? But he was not only dumb, oh no, he was dumb and stubborn. What an overachiever. To this day, I still ask myself, how? How can someone like that be put in charge of something that requires more than just blinking and breathing? How? Maybe he got the job by managing someone else's head, if you know what I mean. A BJ, a barber job, you know, cutting hair. What were y'all thinking about? Get your minds out the gutter, you naughty people, you. Or maybe he just got it from giving the owner some head, you know, sucking some dick. What? Were you waiting on the technical difficulties? Don't worry, I'll fix that. Damn! But his assistant was this freaking devil woman that I was supposed to work with at another location where she used to be the head manager herself. But lucky for me, that never happened. Because I didn't want to work with her, she being the head manager. But I guess somebody got demoted. I guess the owner liked the other manager's head better than hers. Ha! So imagine my surprise on my very first day when I walk into this new location, I see her standing there. And as soon as she saw me, she immediately walked out to me and told me, you didn't want to work with me then, but you still gotta work with me now. Yeah. But again, to my surprise, we actually worked really well together. I guess the reason for this was because she wasn't the head manager. And I guess because we bonded over our shared dislike of working with this new dumbass head manager. But even though we worked well together and we got along on the work floor, there was something that she always told me, and she said it repeatedly. Never trust anybody, especially at work. Oh, and how true were those words, especially regarding her. Let me explain. See, one day she had the morning shift and I had the night shift. So we had to do this shift exchange that happens every day when one shift ends and the other begins. But there was this very well-known rumor that went up and down Kentucky's fried cocks for years about how Miss Assistant had the very sticky fingers. Yeah? No, not like that. Or maybe like that, I don't know. So on this day, I removed the cashier's cash register to be counted. And to our surprise, unfortunately, there was some money missing from the register. The cashier said immediately that she didn't count the register when she started her shift and that it wasn't her responsibility to put that money back. So she just clocked out, grabbed her stuff, and went home. And to be honest, she was right. The head manager was also there and he told me that we couldn't have a register with a negative balance there, which he's right and I'm already aware of that. But then this dude had the nerve to ask me, so when are you putting the money in the register? What? Wait. Did I hear this dude right? Did he just ask me to put the missing money in the register out of my own pocket? You must have lost your freaking effing mind. Because in the first place, this didn't happen during my shift. I wasn't the one that gave this cashier the cash register. It happened during his assistant's shift. And his assistant, Miss Money Magnet Hands, who most likely had the money right in her pocket at that freaking exact moment, just stood there with an evil grin on her face and said absolutely nothing, bitch. So the no head manager asked me the same freaking questions like 3 times. Cause I ignored the first 2 times. Cause to be honest, I couldn't even believe that this shit was happening. By the 3rd time that he asked me this question, I was fed up, my dude. I just pulled everything out of my pocket and put it on the table and told him if he asked me one more time about this freaking missing money, I was gonna break his mouth. So in that moment, he made the smartest decision that he has ever made in his life. And he didn't ask me again. All he said was, okay, fine, I'm gonna put the money in the register myself since I obviously don't work with honest people. Personally, I didn't feel any type of way about this comment because I had nothing to do with that missing money. And while all of this was happening, his freaking assistant was still standing there with that evil freaking grin on her face. Heartless. But since my very first day on that location, I asked the owner almost every freaking day to switch me back to another location. But this was the last straw, my dude. So one day after all this had happened between me and the head giving manager, the owner came to the restaurant and asked to have a conversation with me. And the first words that came out of his mouth were, "What am I gonna do with you?" So I just said, I don't know. Just let me do my job, but not at this location. So to avoid me and the headless head manager killing each other, he switched me again to another Kentucky Fried Cock. Stay tuned for part 4. Remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.